Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Welcome again. This is another topic, very important topic in geography. This time we are going to look at the world transportation. The world transportation. We said world transportation because whatsoever means of transportation system that is obtained worldwide is the same thing that we have in Nigeria. For instance, we are talking about the railway. We have the railway transportation in Nigeria. You talk about the air system of transportation, we have it in Nigeria. Talk about water system of transportation, we have it in Nigeria. And we have the road system of transportation. Now, let's start from the definition. Transportation can be defined as the movement of goods and services from one geographical area to another. That is the simple definition of what transportation is all about. Then we have types of transportation. Number one, we have the water transportation. The water transportation is divided into two. We have the inland waterways and we have the ocean navigation. Then, number two, we have the air transportation. The air transportation, if we want to look it in detail, it can also be divided into either international air routes and also domestic air routes. Then we have the rail system of transportation. Here we see from the map here, this is the rail, a typical rail system in Nigeria, the rail system of transportation. Then we have the road system of transportation. Road is divided into two. We have trunk A road, we have trunk B road, we have trunk C road. Trunk A road is the type of road that is built and maintained by the federal government. It is normally a dual carriage road, like the road, and is always interstate. The road that leads a state to another is a federal government road built and maintained by the federal government. Then we have trunk B. This is the type of road that is built and maintained by the state government, and it normally links the local government headquarters to the state headquarters. Then we have the trunk C, or the feeder roads. This is the type of road that is built and maintained by the local government. It links to villages, all these village markets, you know. And most especially, these roads are not tarred. They are not tarred. So during rainy season, most of trunk C roads, they are not motorable. Motor cannot pass. So when we are talking about world transportation, we are looking at transportation as a whole. Then we bring it down. We level it down to our own nation, like Nigeria. So you can see the railway lines. And we thank God that the railway system in Nigeria has started working. And we believe that it will keep on working. Then the air system in Nigeria. Now, let's look at the advantage of some of this system of transportation. For instance, let's look at the road system of transportation. What are the advantages of the road system of transportation over other form of transportation? Number one, road. We talk about the road network. It links almost street to street. That is, when you talk about the accessibility of road, it's more accessible compared to what? Compared to other forms of transportation like rail. Rail, you have to go to railway station. Air, you have to go to what? To airport. But road, you can have a form of a road transport network that can even bring you to your compound. That is one of the advantage. Number two, it is cheaper to construct. road than airport and even railway. It is cheaper to construct and also to maintain. That is one of the advantage. Number 3, the cost of construction is very low compared to other forms of transportation network. Maintenance, is very low. Then roads, is not normally impeded by some of the physical features that we have. When you are constructing a road and you meet maybe a mountain, you can divert. But when you are constructing a rail line and you meet a mountain, you must break that mountain to penetrate. But in terms of road, you can divert. So these are the advantages of road transport over other forms of transportation. Then let's look at the disadvantage. Number 1, road system of transportation are prone to armed robber attack, incessant armed robber attack. Number 2, road system of transportation, are not fast or faster compared to air system of transportation. Number 3, delivery of heavy goods or perishable goods can be done faster by air transport than the road system of transportation. And when we talk about international network, road system of transportation doesn't have international network compared to other form of transportation like air and even the rail and also water system of transportation. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of the road system of transportation over and above other system of transportation. The same thing, air has its own advantage and disadvantage. The same thing, the rail. But our major concern is about the road because it's the most widely used system of transportation in Nigeria. Now, let's look at the contribution of transportation to the growth of economy in Nigeria. The contribution, what are the importance of transportation? Number 1, it leads to easy dissemination of information. Easy dissemination of information. That is transportation. Number 2, it generates employment. Number 3, it also creates, friendliness between two countries. When you have, for instance, air system of transportation, when you have an air route between two countries, it fosters unity and cooperation, and it can also bring, generate revenue to the economy of Nigeria. Now, let's look at what are the problems facing the transport development in Nigeria today. Number 1, inadequate funding. When you talk about inadequate funding, some of the rail system in Nigeria are not working. Even the rail tracks, some of them are outdated. They have to be replaced, but no fund. The road, some of the roads are full of potholes. Some of the airports in Nigeria are not working. Why? Because of poor management. Then number 2, we look at problem of poor management. Poor management of our transportation infrastructure also can cause, it's a problem that is facing the transport system in Nigeria. Then number 3, inadequate manpower to man some of our transportation infrastructure. Like we talk about airports or the air system of transportation, like some of the hangars that we have in Nigeria today are not functioning. Most of the hangars where these aircraft are being repaired and maintained are being done outside. So not many people can afford that. And number 5, bad government policy towards transportation system in Nigeria also discourages people and private sector that want to go into what? Into transportation business in Nigeria. So these are the what? Are the problem militating against transport development in Nigeria. Now, with this, we have come to the end of world transportation and using Nigeria as a case study. Have you?
They didn't talk about water transportation.
Water transportation. I gave. We have inland waterways and ocean navigation. I talk about it, but I discuss majorly the road because it's the major system of the widely used system of transportation that we have in Nigeria. That is why I didn't talk much about rail and a water system.